Hello my beauties, welcome to a brand new video on how to form a glute workout template that is going to be giving you magical results and will be helping you build that divine feminine curves, the hourglass body, and give you the growth in the glutes and the legs, which is what you want. If you are new, welcome here. My name is Scarlett, and we are all about transforming your body, mind, and soul. And I'm a fitness coach who is on a mission to helping entrepreneurial women really elevate and ascend their consciousness as you build your divine feminine body. So, if you are a returning subscriber, I know I have been on a hiatus, but I'll explain that to you in a later video on my newfound energy and the direction that we want to be heading on with this channel. So this is part 3 of everything that you need to know in order to grow your glutes. So I'm going to be sharing with you this formula and the structure that you can follow, and if you do this continuously on every glute and your leg workout day, I promise you are going to be seeing results in your glute growth and seeing that transformation. So without further ado, let's dive right into this magical formula. So to make this glute growth recipe, I am going to be sharing with you in a witchy way. We are going to be making a soup together for your workout. Okay, so just like a soup, it will have 3 main layers for this one. So the first is the foundation. Before you start the glute workout, and before you also in a soup, like before you start it, you're going to first warm it with oil and then heating up peppers and all the spices, the smells that we want, right? We are going to be forming that. So like that in a glute workout as well, we are going to be starting with glute isolation movements, or any part of the muscle that you want to target. If that is your hamstring day, we are going to be starting off with hamstring isolation exercises. If you want to be starting your quads, doing your quads, then we want to be starting that with some quad isolation movements. For example, like quad extensions before we get into the big core of the workout. So just like this, the main point that we want to be doing is activating your glutes properly, warming them up with an intentional workout. So that means first you're going to be warming them up slowly. Make sure that your joints are smooth and make sure that you feel comfortable and your muscles are not extremely tight and sore. Make sure that they are smooth and so that you are set up for success during the glute workout. And for the isolation workouts, I always like to start off with anything that is not too heavy, but if you do them for quite a lot of repetitions, they're going to give you that nice burn that you want to be feeling. So some of my favorite movements that I like to do for this activation routine, the kickstarter, the activator of the workout, are usually front pumps, glute bridges, fire hydrants, donkey kickbacks. But of course, you can feel free to experiment them with any way that you can. You can do them with resistance bands, you can do them with just a dumbbell or a cable, whatever that you have. So this one is going to be the number 1 thing before we dive into the other parts of the workout. And next is the essential part of building this soup that we have over here. On building the soup, the next part is going to be putting all those essential ingredients in. So like vegetables, meat, or any sort of food that you want to be in a soup. That's what we'll be putting if we were cooking. And the same goes to if you are doing a glute workout. So in a glute workout, that is when we want to be putting our essential exercises in, we want to be starting off with exercises that are going to be the most challenging for you. We want to be doing exercises that are going to challenge you in terms of strength. We want to be doing them first and foremost in a workout. And the same goes for when you are cooking a soup. You want to be cooking those foods that are going to take longer for you to cook. So you want to be cooking those like meat, or because since they take longer to cook, you want to put them first. And the same goes in the gym. You want to be doing those exercises that are going to burn you out even more. So start with challenging exercises that target on a lot of muscle groups. For examples are like squats or deadlifts. Actually, I love squats and deadlifts even more. They're always the best killer for starting a glute or a leg workout. So you want to be choosing a variation of a squat or a deadlift, or you can do both, whatever works for you. You want to be finding a variation that you want, and that depends on how advanced you are on this whole glute growth journey. So if you are totally new to it, try to stick to the basics, but if you have been doing them for a while, you can absolutely find more advanced variations. So for squats, instead of just doing normal squats, you can do eccentric squats, or you can do, for deadlifts, you can do deficit deadlifts or pause deadlifts. There are so many variations of them on how you can make them harder, and that is also the way on how we are going to be progressive overloading to make sure that you are seeing those gains over time. So in total, you want to be doing around 2 to 4 of these compound movements. So the compound movements are where they are going to be burning more than one muscle group. So for the quads, they're not just burning up your glutes, but they're also targeting all those quads and even your core. When you are bracing your core properly, then it's also part of the core routine. You want to be doing more than one of these compound exercises because they're going to be giving you the most bang for your buck. And as for the repetitions, I like to keep mine between 6 to 12 repetitions for these compound lifts, because we don't want to be doing so many reps where you just get tired. We want to feel exhausted pretty early on in a set. So keep your reps pretty low and keep your weights high. When you are doing them, you want to be edging pretty close to when your muscles are about to go to a total failure, meaning they can no longer push, but you don't want to always get to that because you're going to be so fatigued, so exhausted, overtrained, and that may not be sustainable in the long run. So keep it in the nice zone, sweet spot when you are training them. And of course, just like when you are cooking that pot of meat or vegetable, you want to be not make them super mushy. You know, mushy is when your muscles are just so dead and like exhausted. You want to keep them nice, soft, and tender, and you want to heat it up to that extent. And number 3, when you are cooking the workout routine, I mean the soup, you want to be, last but not least, add that water so that we make this nice broth that we want. Add water, add all the broths that you want, add all the fancy stuff on top. So that will make a soup overall. And of course, as for the gym workout as well, we want to be adding on to the core exercises on top of that after those core essential exercises of this workout template. You want to be adding that with some isolation, or you can call them accessory lifts. So for example, some good glute accessory lifts that you can add on to are like single leg hip thrusts. You can add RDLs with a dumbbell, add some cable work. you can add some exercises like Bulgarian lunges with a dumbbell. So you want to be adding those exercises that are not too hard and heavy like with the barbell, but you can add on the exercises like with some machines or some dumbbell that is a little easier on you but are still going to be getting all the juices out of the muscle, all the good growth that we want. That is something that you top them off, and in total for those accessory movements, I like to do them between 3 to, you can do them 3 to 4 or 5 of them. So in total, you can have your exercises in adding up all the core essential lifts plus the accessory lifts, which is the fancy things that you put on top with dumbbell or cable, you know, the lighter ones. In total, you can have them in total of 6 exercises together with between 3 to 4 sets of each. So you can have them from a range of 6 to 8 to even 9 if you want. It can be a high volume day. So that is a glute template that you can follow. And so yeah, that is the workout template that I have been following for so many years. And of course there can be more than one glute workout template, but I find this to be really effective and not very, very exhausting where you just give out completely. Just want a few more things to remember is that over time you want to be increasing your intensity, meaning increasing your weights or increasing the advanced version of those exercises, and you also want to be increasing the volume of each muscle group over time. So the volume means the total repetitions, the exercises, that number of exercises that you do, the sets of each exercises, and so on. So this is really a lifetime journey. How you proceed over time, the repetition, that is the key to really unlocking and really finding that unstoppable, the divine nature of you in your body. I also got this dynamic that you can also follow when you are about to get into any glute or leg workouts, or in fact in almost before any workout. So recently I have been into getting so in tune with my feminine essence, you know, getting more into energetics in my entrepreneurial journey, and I am applying that onto my fitness journey as well. So what you can do, how you can make your glute workouts and your leg workouts really fun and really be in tune with your body and be in the flow, is to follow this 3-step process. So the number 1 is that you can tap into your feminine energy. So what you can do before a workout, what I like to do is get on a dance. You can tune into any type of dance, you know, the vibe that you want based on how you want to really express your energy during the workout. So to tap into that feminine energy, sometimes they can be a little bit more aggressive, you know, because I'm going to be hitting some really heavy weights, or they can be sometimes really like laid back, more in flow, that type of music that you can dance. So on the workouts, then maybe that could be in more like high volume, a little bit lighter days. That is when you could be doing. So it doesn't really necessarily have to be related to the workout as well. Just tune into what you're feeling like it. Get into that feminine flow, and that is also the time when you can be creative with the workouts that you choose, because the feminine is really creative, it's really intuitive. So listen to her and plan for your workouts beforehand in that creativity mode on. And after that step, you can then go back into your masculine energy. So the masculine and feminine is not necessarily like good or bad, and I'm not saying one is better than the other. We all have this feminine and masculine side inside of us. But what happens, the problem with us women, especially in today's society, is that we get so more, especially because our society is more masculine energy, more like action oriented and results based. We forget to live in this feminine energy that is more in tune with our bodies, listen to her, and really be intuitive and have fun during our process. So that is why this feminine first step is going to help you have more fun in a workout. And also an extra little coating on that is that what you can do is also imagine the version of you that you want to embody. How do you want to look like? How do you want to feel like? And feel it before going onto your workouts. So that is when you want to be tuning into your feminine state. And then next, you can express your masculine when you get to the gym. That is when you want to be crushing those workouts, when you want to be pushing hard and really expressing that energy from within. Even if you don't have energy, you'll find that when you put a little bit of that out, you will experience more energy flowing into your body. So that is when the masculine is really effective, like when you are more in the discipline of doing the workouts that you plan for, being more focused in your workouts instead of your mind being everywhere in the gym. So that is the masculine, and then next you can get back onto the feminine. After my workout, I like to take a shower, listen to some music, or maybe write a journal, anything that keeps me flowing in that energy. And I also like to do something where I can devote that radiant energy that I attain from the workouts onto anything that would be essential for you. So maybe you can put it on your business, where you want to be directing more of that magnetic energy of yours into there. So that's how you can transmute the energy from the workouts, and you can also bring more energy into your workouts so that you are seeing more of that progress, and your soul, your body, and your mind, all of them is glowing, growing, and shining. So yeah, that really sums up the template on how to build your divine feminine curves with this magical glute workout. Thank you so much for watching this, my beautiful angels. If you want more of this transformation content on your body, mind, and soul, I have a lot coming in store for you. And if you are a soul-driven entrepreneur who wants to transform their body so that you can really elevate your energy, your confidence, and your magnetism within your body for success in your business and in your life, I have my 90-day transformation curves confidence program, and you can find more about that, whether you would be a perfect fit for it or not, on our visionary call. And of course, in this call, we just get to know you on your soul, and for me to really help you figure out how I can help you move forward. So feel free to book a call with me. Would love to chat with you. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you on my next video.